If you don't like to achieve things in life, then you're not exactly human. The feeling of achievement is what drives us in almost every single aspect of our lives, crossing that finishing line knowing full well what it took to get there. But when the hurdle of self-sabotaging gets thrown into this psychological process, things turn out a little bit different, interfering with not only daily life but also long-standing goals. Imagine you're on a journey up a mountain. Reaching the summit represents your personal or professional goals. Self-sabotage can be compared to carrying a backpack filled with rocks as you climb. Each rock symbolises a negative behaviour, limiting belief, or self-destructive pattern. As you ascend, you encounter challenges and opportunities for growth. Instead of discarding the rocks that hinder your progress, you unconsciously choose to hold on to them. These rocks weigh you down, making the climb more difficult than it needs to be. You may also even pick up additional rocks along the way, representing new self-sabotaging behaviours or patterns, further complicating your journey. And then, to put the nail in the coffin, some may get halfway up this mountain before deciding that the mountain sitting in the distance may be a better option. When it comes to the man that self-sabotages himself, he gets stuck in somewhat of a loop, intimidated by the end goal, more comfortable in a state of dragged out or unfinished dreams. It's an uncomfortable truth that some of us are faced with. The impulsive desire to repeat the climb to the top. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, had many perspectives on this process that some of us put our minds through. He proposed the idea of the unconscious mind influencing behaviour. From a Freudian standpoint, self-sabotage may be rooted in unresolved conflicts and repressed desires. Internal conflicts between the conscious and unconscious parts of our mind could lead individuals to engage in behaviours that hinder their own success as a way of dealing with unresolved psychological tensions, acting almost as a defence mechanism from potential anxiety-inducing situations. The conscious mind may have goals and aspirations, while the unconscious mind harbours opposing desires or fears. The individual might act against their conscious intentions as the unconscious exerts its influence, leading to self-sabotaging behaviours. In psychoanalysis, the therapeutic method developed by Freud is to aim to bring the unconscious thoughts and conflicts into the conscious awareness. By exploring the deeper layers of the mind through techniques like free association and dream analysis, the individual and the analyst work together to uncover repressed content. Addressing these hidden elements is believed to alleviate internal conflicts, potentially reducing the tendency for self-sabotage. Success can be scary on both small and large scales, whether it's doing a little school or business presentation or trying to create a new business model from the ground up. Within humanistic psychology, which was championed by theorists such as Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers, there lies the concepts of the ideal self and the real self. The ideal self refers to the ideal image that one aspires to be in life, an idea of what you wish you were as a person. The real self is what's actually played out in real life. And you see, every individual has an inherent drive towards self-actualization, which in simple terms is the process of becoming the best version of oneself. But self-sabotage is viewed as a hindrance to this natural tendency that we have within us. The mindset of the self-sabotager links well with these concepts, arising from the fear of success and being reluctant to step into the realm of their ideal selves. The contrast between the current self and the ideal self can brew up anxiety and resistance, leading to behaviours that undermine progress and self-actualization. As individuals, it's fair to say that some of the time our thoughts, feelings and behaviours are heavily influenced by the presence and actions of others within society. If you're someone that likes or wants to think outside of the box, society can sometimes push us down and pressure us to conform. Conforming to the social rules and expectations dotted all around us. Whether it's through career-related success and achievements or just everyday mannerisms that are imposed on us all, the pressure to conform, alongside the fear of judgment, can be a powerful motivator for self-sabotaging actions, as individuals may prioritise fitting in over pursuing personal goals. To many people, the instant gratification of quick hits is much more appealing in some ways, not because they are unaware or disinterested in the long-term positives that come with finishing a task or succeeding in a realm within their life, but because the immediate rewards of avoiding challenges or succumbing to negative patterns provide exactly what they want: an instant gratification. A perfect analogy for this is the idea of the impatient gardener. Imagine a gardener neglecting to plant seeds for a bountiful harvest, opting instead for the instant thrill of plucking unripe fruits. Self-sabotage can be seen as a manifestation of prioritising short-term rewards over long-term gains. Individuals may choose behaviours that bring immediate relief, pleasure, or avoidance of discomfort, even if these actions hinder their long-term success. The allure of instant gratification, whether through avoiding challenges or indulging in self-destructive behaviours. Now, let's rewind back a bit, back to when we were climbing that mountain. The mountain of dreams and aspirations. The mountain that was left riddled with all the hurdles and obstacles of our minds. The cloak of anxiety draped over us. The fear of what we might find at the top. And the embarrassment of what others might think. Now, from my personal and anecdotal experience, I find that my mountain can get a little much sometimes. Part of the way up, I slide back down and find another. I seek to constantly repeat the climb to the top without ever reaching the summit, and I can almost guarantee that there's a good chunk of people out there who will know exactly what I mean by this. Self-sabotage is a thing that plagues us all, just in its own unique little ways. Coming face to face with it is inevitable.